Hello! Welcome to Stories Pod Chats. I'm your host, Amanda Weldon.
And I'm another host, Kelsey Lee.
Oh, and I'm Daniel Hines. How are you doing today?
Good. Real good.
Yeah, really good. How are you?
I'm actually kind of double booked. I have an appointment with the robot doctor. I got a sick robot I got to go take care of. Andrew, if you could put in like buzzing and beeps here and
Beep,
stuff.
beep, boop, boop. I did it for you, Andrew.
Oh,
Don't
he
worry.
sounds terrible. You hear those? Do you hear those beeps and boops? He's not good. He's not well. Anyway, I got to take my robot out, but I left I got a friend coming in, so you guys just chill a minute. He'll be here.
Okay, sounds good. We have Stories Podcast merch available at storiespodcast.com/shop. We're also on Cameo for all of your personalized video message needs, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Stories Podcast. If you send us a drawing of your favorite scene or character, we'll share it on our feed. Now, here's a word from our sponsors. Parents, does your child struggle with a specific subject and need extra help? Are they way ahead and not getting challenged enough in class? IXL Learning is an online learning program that enriches your homeschool curriculum. It offers practice in math, English language arts, science, and social studies while adapting to each child, meeting them where they are. Plus, IXL encourages students to be curious and empowers them to choose how to learn. And it's flexible and personalized. Kids can explore any topic in any grade level. If your child is falling behind in some areas and soaring way ahead in others, IXL is a great program to help them get the exact support they need, exactly where they need it. Make an impact on your child's learning. Get IXL now. Stories Podcast listeners can get an exclusive 20% off IXL membership when they sign up today at IXL.com/dragon. Visit IXL.com/dragon to get the most effective learning program out there at the best price.
Lots of cool robot noises here. Maybe a jetpack.
A bucket of screws falling on the floor.
Yeah, a bucket of screws falling on the floor.
Duh.
Hey! Tell that robot to watch out. Jeez, crazy robot. Hey, everybody. I'm Brock Rackets here to talk brackets. How you doing today?
Hey.
Oh, hi, Brock. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. I've been cooking up brackets in my bracket factory, Bractory, I call it, and you guys are really going to enjoy this one. I've been thinking, it's getting close to Halloween season, and I thought maybe, what if we did a bracket of classic Halloween costumes, sort of the ones you see on the real young kids every year?
Yes.
That sounds awesome.
Yes.
Ooh, so we got some Hallowinners and some Halloweeners.
Aww.
Oh, you guys want to dive right in?
I'm ready to dive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Olympic swimming pool. I'm in.
You have to jump off the tall diving board, though. You're afraid.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid, yes. Thank you for noticing.
All right, first up, we have ghosts. Very good, lots of versatile ghost costumes versus food. This past year, let me explain food a little bit. I saw, passing out candy. I saw a lot of little kids dressed as avocados, popcorn boxes. I saw like sunny side up egg babies. I saw like some really cute food costumes this year.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I can picture someone dressed up as like a pizza slice. Can I ask a question? Are we only evaluating this based on little children, or can we also think about like which things we prefer to dress up as?
I think it can be you, but only if you imagine yourself as a little child. I think this has to be, because once you get older, the costumes get a little more detailed. They
were detailed when I was a child also.
I believe you. I do believe you.
Okay.
But for the sake of covering everybody, I've included the 16 most common kid costumes. But you can definitely think about how you'd like to wear it too.
Okay.
I really like the food costume. I think it's cute, but I love a ghost.
Yes, this is also how I feel.
It's so
because,
cute.
Yeah, ghosts are really funny and cute. I think it's really funny when it's like your classic, sheet with the holes cut out for the eyes. I think that is very, very cute to watch somebody waddling around and have their little shoes, underneath. And then also I think that you can do lots of really fun things with a ghost costume, like because you can interpret it a lot of different ways also,
right.
It's fun for the little kids with the classic look. And it's also fun for me as an adult or a child who also liked to think outside the box sometimes. And I think that a ghost is a very fun costume.
I agree. Casper, all day.
Yes.
Yeah, ghosts get a lot of food has a lot of versatility too. I think food is maybe cuter, but ghost is maybe a little more Halloween.
I mean, a baby avocado does sound really cute.
Yes,
obviously.
very, very cute, of course. But I also think that babies are cute all the time. Like I think that that's part of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ghost, you're moving on. Food.
You're spoiled.
You're leftover.
Goodbye, ghost. Oh, wait, no. Goodbye, food.
Goodbye, food.
All right, next up, I have two excellently evil options here.
Oh.
Vampires versus devils.
Oh, spooky.
Yes. Okay.
I have a vote.
Yeah, I do too.
Mine's vampire.
Yes, mine is also vampire, but you can explain your vampire first.
I actually think a devil costume I think it's cute and it's fun. Like, it's simple. It can be really simple. And I always picture the adult man who dressed as this devil in Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
And he was so funny.
Yes.
And the witches love him because
they think
it's the devil. Yeah.
But a vampire, I mean, obviously, if you guys didn't know this about me, listeners, I'm a big Twilight fan. Also, Bram Stoker's Dracula. So for me,
Yes.
it's vampire.
I also pick vampire. Devil again is cute, I think, but for me it's I'm interested in like the iterations, like how many different ways can you dress up as a vampire, you know? Because there's a lot. How many different ways can you dress up as a devil? Not that many. It's got to be red, you know. It's got like the horns and the tail and whatever, and it's kind of.
But what if it's a baby and they draw the little mustache on?
Yeah.
Or what if it's a
babies
combo
are cute.
and it's a deviled egg?
Oh,
And it's a devil ears in a little egg costume.
Yeah,
That's what
I'd be down for that. I like that.
That's Halloween combo time.
Yes.
Maybe some other bracket.
Yeah, maybe, yes. But I think that a vampire is, vampires are they're fun to dress up as because you can be all different kinds of vampires. You could be Dracula, you could be Nosferatu, you could be one of the Twilight ones. You could be Interview with a Vampire. You could be like there's so many different vampires throughout, pop culture history. And many different ways. Yes, many different ways to interpret vampire. So I think for me, it's vampire.
I had to give it to vampires too. Same reason you said. They're got a little more going on. They can be anywhere from your Edward Cullens, just a normal teenager with a pair of vampire teeth in, maybe some glitter lotion on.
An unbuttoned button up.
An unbuttoned button up. Back to your classic Dracula with the widow. The kids know what a widow's peak is. A widow's peak is that hair that the point comes really down your forehead, then it sweeps back like classic Dracula hair.
So cool. Or like the Count from
Sesame Street. Ha ha ha.
Well, he's just based on Dracula.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was giving them a reference because they're children.
Yes, yet another vampire that would fit under this category that we could dress up as for Halloween.
He's a great vampire.
Yes, so versatile.
So it sounds like a vampire is moving on, and devil.
You're going underworld.
Exorcised.
The devil is an exorcism. That's ghosts.
No, they're demons, which isn't they're like subcategories of devil or something. I don't really know.
Exactly. Next up, we got two fantastic flying freaks. They're not really freaks, but that's okay. It's superheroes versus fairies.
Oh.
So superhero, the full range of costumes versus fairies. Anything where they got the little wings and the wand and the what's that, like sheer, like tulle skirts or whatever they do,
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of different ways you can be a fairy.
Yeah.
I like a fairy costume. I think it's very classic and it's very easy to do. But I think I'm going to actually go superhero, even though I would prefer to dress as a fairy. I think superhero. It's cute. There's so many choices. You got the cool cape. You got the underwear over the pant. I like it.
All right. I am going to disagree with you. I would pick fairy because, well, here's why I wouldn't pick superhero. It's because I think that with superhero, there's such specificity in it that I feel like you can't really avoid buying a costume at a store and just getting the costume out of the bag, which for me and in my house as a child and in just sort of the things that I love about Halloween, I'm less interested in the costumes that you buy as is, because I think it's fun to make something special. Brock Rackets has just shown us a picture of a deviled egg child with an egg.
A child in a deviled egg costume.
Yeah, it was very cute.
A deviled egg child.
A deviled egg child. Sorry, that sounds weird. No, so I guess with the superhero costumes, I feel like maybe especially too because of the proliferation of like the Marvel franchise and like everything is so current and now that I feel like you end up having to buy like the branded costumes and you can't just like I don't see many people like dressing as like a sort of created like made up superhero. It's always like a specific superhero. And I think Fairy, this is the same reason that I have enjoyed the other ones that I've chosen so far. It's just there's more you can kind of do with that. You can interpret that a lot of different ways and you can make it really like different and unique, but also recognizable as a fairy. So that would be my preference. I also recognize that maybe not a lot of like little boys would want to dress as a fairy. So I do get, I don't want to like, I get why you would pick superhero, but I don't know. I don't like superhero.
That's fine. I got to give the tiebreaker to superhero, mostly because fairies are very cute, but fairies seem to be very, very young. Where you get a superhero, the kid in like that's his favorite thing, and if you were like, "Oh, are you Spider-Man?" They're gonna show you how they shoot webs. They're gonna backflip.
That's true.
Roll in the dirt, whatever they do.
I get it. I don't usually know enough like about the specific superheroes to like play along in that way.
I
so maybe
know
that's part of the
plenty.
reason. I know.
Spider-Man, you get a web sling, Gambit, throw a card. The Hulk. Don't make him angry. I get them all chambered up.
Wow.
All right. There you go. Superhero it is.
Superhero, you moving on? Fairy, you're getting Hulk smashed.
Oh.
Yikes.
Next up is two way back classics. We're talking Princess versus Pirate.
Oh. Fun. Princess.
For some reason, when I see princess and pirate together, I feel like I want to blend this into one costume.
Pirate princess.
Pirate princess. Yeah, some kind of like fun, like, can't think of how to like describe that woman.
No, I understand. My daughter was a pirate princess cat one year.
I know. I remember. I think that's a pirate princess kitty cat. And
yeah.
So yeah, I want to kind of put together princess and pirate and do a pirate princess. So it makes it hard to kind of choose one or the other. My gut goes princess, but I kind of think, I don't know, I could see pirate too. I don't know, I feel on the fence.
Let me help you with my brain here.
Thank you.
I think princess is a more like classic Halloween costume, which is the bracket. I do think though that pirate, if you're talking like dress up at home, separate from Halloween trick-or-treating, I think pirate is up there because you're not really... I know. That's what I'm trying to say to Amanda, though, because I feel like if you're playing dress up at home, you're not really going ghost and vampire. You're going like pirate, superhero, princess. So I understand a little bit of your turmoil.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of classic Halloween costume, it's princess.
Yeah, I think princess makes sense. And you don't have to sell me too hard because I love to dress up as a princess.
I can tell you more.
I mean, you can tell me more.
I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I think I pick princess. I like a pirate costume. Mostly I just like to carry around that like hook thing that they give you as part of like the pirate costume. I enjoy that. The hook hand.
Yeah, of course.
And
I like the eye patch.
And the eye patch.
Pirate has a lot of good accessories.
And the parrot.
Any costume with fun accessories.
The parrot.
Yeah, and a big hoop earring, and you can draw on a beard. I love wearing.
Okay,
a fake beard.
I'm almost sold.
All right, well, I guess we gotta move Princess on. Pirate, we do love you, but you're gonna have to walk the plank.
Aw.
Arr.
Do you know what a pirate's favorite letter is?
R.
Oh, you'd think it'd be R, but it's the C they prefer.
Oh. I should have seen that coming.
Next up, we got two titans of history. Dinosaur versus witch.
Oh.
Guess which one I'm gonna say.
Witch.
It's gotta be
witch.
witch.
Witch is witch. It's gotta be witch.
It's gotta be witch.
It's gotta be witch.
Witch is I've probably dressed up as a witch more times than any other Halloween costume.
I love a witch.
I love a witch.
What kind of witch were you? Were you like a green skin Wizard of Oz witch? Were you a wicked witch, all in black Maleficent style? Like what you rolling?
I will say witch is one of those costumes that I will throw together quite quickly and just sort of like wear out to a party when I haven't really made a plan. because I have like a witch hat, and then I can just kind of wear whatever, and then
Hey, if you get a witch hat, the rest is kind of gravy.
I know
Falls into place.
it's perfect. So you can do again. You can be so many different kinds of witch. I've never actually done green skin, but I will someday. I haven't executed it properly, but I would.
They'll
like
come
to.
up with a good kid. That movie, the movie of Wicked, is coming out
I
soon.
know.
That's going to cause a big green witch resurgence.
I'm really
I bet.
excited. I
know.
can't contain myself, honestly.
Anyway, witch has to be my
Witch.
pick. Dinosaur.
Kids are cute in a
I
dinosaur
think
costume.
kids are cute in a dinosaur costume. I like those inflatable, T-Rex things, but I kind of think it's like a one-trick pony. It's like not, I don't know. Witch is a gift that keeps on giving. It can come back and come back and come back and be awesome every time. In like many
Witch is a
different
great.
iterations.
I don't mind witch moving on. I don't get a vote unless it's a tiebreaker, but I do like a witch. But dinosaur, I'll just say I do love the dinosaurs, and I love every kid that comes up and I say, "Are you a dinosaur?" And they just run. They don't.
Oh, that's so cute.
They don't have any. Yeah, it's great. But witch, you moving on. Dinosaurs, you're extinct.
Bye.
A comet hit you.
Goodbye.
Next up, character costume, which is any specific characters you might get at a Halloween store, versus classic angel costume. Big baby costume angel.
What I do like about the angel is people who do the homemade wings.
Yeah, I love wings. I love any
The
costume
homemade
with wings.
Feathery wings, so
The
cool.
feathery wings are interesting.
So cool. But for me, it's character costume. That's just so many cool options.
Yeah.
Anything
Did you
want.
have any character costumes when you were growing up? I know I had some Batman, some Ninja Turtle ones.
I was Dorothy.
Yeah, I was Dorothy once too. But it was all
That's just a cheap mom costume, though, because that's just like a blue gingham dress and ponytails.
Well,
And
she,
red
Pigtails?
shoes.
Whatever
I
you
mean,
call
she
it.
sewed it, and I had the red shoes, and we had
The
I had
red
a stuffed,
shoes, of course.
and I had a stuffed dog, and we had a real dog who looked not really like Toto, but still.
my mom made the ruby slippers for me and kept them for a long time, and they were like little teeny tiny, because I think that was maybe my first
Cute.
actual trick-or-treating Halloween, like where I
Did she like
ran
paint
around
them
and stuff.
glittery red somehow?
She hot glued sequins.
Nice.
I think
Yeah.
Lise did the same.
Yes. I have the same resistance toward character costume that I do towards superheroes,
Superhero.
in that you have to you buy it from, and it's, I think, less, maybe it doesn't promote as much creativity. That said, I also I don't know, I'm thinking about it now, and because I also have dressed up as characters. Like I dressed up as Dorothy, I dressed up as Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman one year. But that was also a homemade character costume. But then I guess not everyone
so was hers.
is able to make. I know, but yes, it was. But I guess not everyone is able to make the homemade ones, and not everyone is has all the time as a privilege and all those things. So I don't want to just poo poo buying the costume at the store.
You got to look at the character costumes. Like, remember when we were kids, if a kid asked for a character costume, we wanted a character costume. They were you could go to Walmart and there'd be the top most popular 5 or 10. And
Yeah, but it
and
wasn't
before
easy.
that, there was nothing.
I
And
know,
now,
'cause you
any
didn't have
character you
internet
see, you
shopping.
want to be Thomas the Tank Engine, you can just go get one of those at
Yeah.
Spirit Halloween.
And you can
parents
also
today have it
find
a little easier,
anything
yeah.
on the internet, whereas
On
when
Amazon,
we
yeah,
were
absolutely.
young, we did not. So, of course, I had to, make my own Catwoman, or my mom did. One year, I dressed up
Okay.
as the Pillsbury Doughboy. I think character costume we can go for that one.
We should go for, but also right now, I want to play a quick mini game. I bet we can pretty much find any costume. Kelsey, name me a famous character you like.
Winnie the Pooh.
Let me see. I'm going to go to Amazon.com because that's where people go. Winnie the Pooh costume. So many, adults and child,
Well, yeah, of
and
course.
all his friends. I like this little baby one. He's eating honey.
I do like when they eat honey.
The honey is sewn to the hand. It's part of the costume on this bad boy.
Cute.
Amanda, what's a more obscure brand that you like? More obscure show or something that you like?
Yeah, think outside the box.
How about Reptar from Rugrats?
Oh, good one. Good one.
Interesting. You searched for Reptar when you voted against dinosaur costumes.
Well, Reptar's not a dinosaur. He's a character.
Yeah, it could be a Venn diagram situation.
Well, they have Reptar costumes for babies, where it's just a green onesie with Reptar's face. They have them for dogs, where your dog can be,
Oh, I love a dog
very
costume.
accurate
Don't even get me
Reptar.
started.
and they have official, probably knockoff, inflatable Reptar costumes.
Yeah, I think
so
you
pretty
can
much anything you
can-
want now.
Yeah, you can find anything. And it didn't used to be like that, kids, so feel lucky.
Yeah, you can find like, even as far back a show as Rugrats, which I guess they have rebooted since or whatever. Yeah, you can find like all the characters' exact clothes as Hostel.
Reptar, gotta find that Reptar. Cynthia, she's a really cool dancer, Cynthia. Boogie to the groove now.
So character costumes, moving on. Angels, very respectfully, see you in heaven.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Next up, 2 Halloween decoration classics, also good for costumes. We got pumpkins versus zombies.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, pumpkin for babies, sure. Zombie for that's another one that you can kind of pull together if you have to go to a party at the last minute, because
you're telling me that if you're passing out candy in your neighborhood and it is 7:30 p.m. It's been going on for a little while now. A teenage pumpkin walks up to your door and you're not delighted. You're not absolutely delighted.
Okay. It is very funny when it's a teenager. Yeah.
It's a teenage pumpkin.
That song has been stuck in my head, actually. The Teenage Dirtbag song.
Teenage pumpkin?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Teenage pumpkin, baby. I'm going to think about other lyrics to that later. But yeah, we can go pumpkin. I don't care that much about zombies in general as characters. I think it's another one that you can kind of pull together. Like I said, you can just do some gross circles under your eyes with a little eyeshadow and kind of something that resembles a gross sore somewhere with the whatever makeup you just have,
Splash
and you can go to a party.
Blood, you're good to go.
Yeah, and you can just show up and it'll be you made an effort, but it took you a half an hour. But pumpkin's good. I love a pumpkin.
All right, pumpkin, you're moving forward. Zombie, back to the grave. All right, next up, we've got 2 lazy classics, The Athlete and the Animal.
Oh. That's a tough matchup.
I should correct it. Some animals and athletes are usually kind of lazy. Just because athlete, it's usually you wear whatever jersey you have. You can put some effort in. I've seen them with the full uniform, the eye blacks,
Oh, yeah. Pretty cool.
But most animals in athlete costumes are pretty down the middle. But
I'm going to wear cat ears and be a cat.
Yeah, I think when babies do it, it's a little cuter. When a little kid and they get the tail,
Sure. I am a way bigger fan of ears and some painted on whiskers than I am of any athlete at all. So I pick animal.
Yeah.
What if all the athletes for Halloween put on ears and drew on whiskers when they played the big ball game?
Oh, of course.
Not if it's a ball sport. I mean, I guess it'd be kind of funny. Maybe if they had tails, but I like. I think athlete. I also forget includes Simone Biles and other cool Olympic gymnasts.
Yeah.
So that I think that's
professional
a cool
wrestlers.
Thing. Yeah, I don't like sports or anything that involves a ball pretty much at all. I'm just kind of out on that. So I pick animal. But I would be interested in watching a football game where everyone's wearing tails and ears. I think that's funny.
All right. I think animal, you're moving on. Athletes, do a Halloween game where you all wear ears and tails and then we'll talk.
Yeah. You're out.
All right. Round 2. We've seen all these. So now we can pick up speed a little bit and let's see who's going to move on. We got a classic horror hangout here. We got ghost versus vampire.
Vampire.
Yeah. I say vampire.
How much of that is Twilight influenced?
75.
75. That's a lot.
I like Ghost too, and I do think that Ghost is maybe kind of underrated. I think people forget about it.
And I think Ghost could also be you don't have to just be the classic Ghost with the holes and whatever. I just watched. Have you seen the new Haunted Mansion movie with Rosario Dawson?
Mm-mm.
No.
I just watched it recently and it was really good. And I feel you could be any of those kind of cool Haunted Mansion style ghosts. They're almost steampunky ghosts.
Yeah, I think
some of them. And
I like a ghost that the costume tells the story of how they passed away.
Yeah, a historical ghost or.
That's scary. I mean, yes, I think anything can be a ghost if you sort of put some baby powder in your hair and make look pale.
All right, vampire, you're moving on. Ghost, we're just not going to say anything. That's known as ghosting. Bye.
Bye. That was good. That was funny.
Next up, 2 classics. most often boy and girl, but you get a lot of overlap these days and you love to see it. It's superhero versus princess.
This is a hard matchup, Brock, because I'm having a hard time separating what I want from what
I know. I only want to dress up as a princess. I only want to be a princess. I don't ever want to be a superhero.
Me too.
And even if I were a superhero, I'd probably still want to dress like a princess. So I don't know. It's hard for me. I recognize.
That's okay. Princess can move on. I'll just say something. I'll speak to superheroes. I like them more.
Go ahead.
When you get a really good superhero costume.
Boring. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to go back and turn it from vampire to ghost because superhero, what I like is that they used to have bad ones. Like when I was a kid, if you had a superhero costume, it was just like you had a plastic mask and then a shirt with like Spider-Man's face on it. It didn't make any sense. Now superhero costumes are getting pretty good, very fun. I know a lot of kids, you get them and then they kind of just wear them. I know this is true for a lot of costumes, but they're fun all year round. They're fun for just around the house.
I love the ones that have the muscles built in. I think
the fake muscles built in.
Yeah.
All the accessories. You get like a little web shooter. You get like Thor's hammer. You get, Batman and his utility belt. Like you get a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun gear that comes with superhero costumes. But I understand that for pure dress up, like I had many, my sister, many female cousins, just dressing up as a princess could be a whole afternoon activity, just taking turns with different dress up clothes.
Yeah.
And that's not even for Halloween. That's just for funsies.
So true.
Yeah, princess is it for me.
Princess, you're moving on. Superhero, I still love you. You'll be back,
I like superheroes too.
Yeah, there'll be a sequel. There always is. Next up, two heavy hitters. Getting towards the end now. We got Witch versus dedicated character costume.
Witch.
Wow. Tell me, I know character costumes are sort of, they're kind of off the rack for the most part. You get talented cosplayers, obviously, who make their own stuff, but by and large, what you see on Halloween is off the rack. So tell me why you like Witch more.
I just love a witch.
I love a witch. There are so many different kinds of witch. It's just so fun. Witches are cool. They have cool props.
So let me ask you this. If you had to go as a witch this year, give me your witch aesthetic.
I would be wearing a black and white striped legging with some kind of cool black shoe, maybe a sneaker, because I've been having a plantar fasciitis flare up lately. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably going.
That sounds very witchy.
I'm going very practical shoe. Sorry.
Plantar fasciitis. It sounds like something you could cast on someone.
I'm probably going to wear a full tulle skirt because I have this really cool black one. So I would go full black tulle skirt with the striped legging poking out underneath, of course. I'm a black and white witch, and then I'm going to go black hat. I'm going to go really ratted up, cool hair.
Ratted out hair is more. When you say black hat, I'm assuming the big pointy classic witch hat, right?
I'm not. Yes, but Amanda has like a really cool one that's like kind of like
slouchy a little.
Slouchy. Mine's more like sharp.
Yeah,
it's really
sharp hat, yeah.
Sharp. Don't you think? That's from Wicked.
It is.
Black. Is this yours, pink?
Yes. I would do like I just saw this dress at a Marshall's the other day that was kind of like brown and it had not sponsored, and it had all the symbols of the different astrological signs on it.
Ooh,
and they did not have it in my size or I would have
that sounds
bought it.
awesome.
Mm-hmm. And
Wait,
it had
I want
like
that.
I know. And it had like a handkerchief type skirt. So I would wear that kind of dress, which had like kind of like a peasanty top and then like a handkerchief type skirt. And then maybe some other kind of like aprony something, and then like layered like shawls and stuff. So the whole like overall effect is like fabric, like in like lots of like kind of cape-like presence, but it's not a cape. And then some kind of boots. I would love a boot with a fun like twirled toe. I don't own a pair, but I could probably find them on Amazon. Not sponsored. And then yes, I would wear my slouchy hat, and I would wear like bronzy eyeshadow and a dark lip, and then I would carry around a cauldron, and that is where I would put my candy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Accessory.
I do like the themed candy basket. You see some more themed candy baskets.
Yes.
I was always a pillowcase man, but
Oh, no. One year I was a Christmas tree and I carried around a present, and that's where I put all of my candy.
That's awesome.
I like it when the candy bag can be part of the costume.
That's nice. It is nice.
Great. Yeah.
Kelsey's witch sounds more like an evil witch. Your witch sounds more like a mysterious fortune teller witch.
Yeah, like she lives in a
witches. I like
forest
that.
and you go there when you have a problem and you need some help. But like, we're not really friends.
I'm just
She
like
has a
messing
garden.
stuff up.
Yeah. You're kind of glamorous.
I'd go like kind of blonde, young. I'd have a black cat named Salem. Like
See, there's so many good witches. This is a reference to Sabrina.
that was Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
And you could also be, if you wanted to be a princess, you could be Galinda the Good Witch, who is
Also a witch. Yes, I know.
And
Venn
princessy,
diagram.
right.
Venn
She came
diagram.
down in a bubble, Doug.
You're going to tell me I'm wrong?
All right, which moves forward? Character costumes. We love pretty much all of you, and I think for kids there might be some of the most fun costumes. But for the classics, it just got to be witch. Which witch? This witch.
Goodbye, character.
Goodbye.
Next up, we got 2 baby favorites, which means young mom favorites because babies cannot pick. It is pumpkin versus animals.
Oh, this is a tough matchup for me.
Yeah. Animals are very cute because they're fuzzy, but I pick pumpkin. Pumpkin is very classic Halloween.
Pumpkin is very classic Halloween, but like picture a baby in like one of those fluffy duck costumes or like,
And Birdie,
I love
my
them.
baby, will be a bird for Halloween this year, I think.
Yeah, of
so.
course.
So you're going. Is this her first Halloween?
No, but
No.
her first Halloween, she was like 3 weeks old, and
Right.
It was a low effort year, because it was high effort in every other life domain.
That's when
so.
you're the pumpkin. You got the knit diaper cover
Yeah,
and the
we
little
did-
pumpkin hat.
we had a little skeleton onesie, and then Mark and I had also onesies that were skeletons.
skeleton's a good one.
Yeah.
BT.
Yeah, that could have been one of them, but oh well.
Okay. I'm okay with pumpkin. I do like animal too.
Mhm.
I'm not going to fight about it.
Yeah, because it's also neither one of these is going to win.
Oh.
Oh, beautiful.
That's what I would be. It's a
Brock
pumpkin.
posted a picture of a man wearing
Yeah, he kind of made himself a robot.
only pumpkins as
a
an
pumpkin
outfit.
robot
Yeah.
suit. You get a pumpkin helmet and then pumpkin.
That's not
arm
That's not a robot.
Yeah, well, it depends on your
I get
imagination.
what you mean. It's kind of like put together like the
Sure.
robot costumes are.
Yeah, it looks like a robot. That's what I would like. He's wearing like 15 real pumpkins.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's pretty good.
That's funny.
Thank you.
Pumpkin, you're moving on. You're gonna turn into a magic carousel. You're just enchanted tonight. We all love you, Pumpkin. Animal, back to the zoo maybe next year.
You're going out to pasture.
Arms of an
No.
angel.
No,
These are
Sarah
all sad.
McLachlan.
All right, down to the final 4. You guys ready?
Wow, final
Yeah.
4? I'm ready.
All right. And they're all classics. I love this final 4. Any one of them is a winner in my eyes. But really, only one can be, and only one is in my mind.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
let's see if you guys get there. It's vampire versus princess.
Vampire.
Yeah, I like vampire too. As a hardcore princesser, it's vampire for me.
Yeah. Vampire.
Now, what makes
Yeah.
that decision? Is it just because the Halloween of it all?
I think the Halloween of it all, and I think it's more, and you can be any gender and dress as any character you want. I do think that you're more likely to see a vampire of any gender than you are a princess of any gender, which I think just makes it a little bit more accessible as a costume too. But I just love a vampire. I love a cloak. I love a cape.
I love a cape. I
I
love
love
a
a
cape.
fake tooth. I love a fang.
Oh yeah, I got a pair of really good fangs.
I love
One
a
of
little
those-
blood
yeah, those are
drizzle.
cool. Oh yes,
Ooh.
yes I do. I do love
Now, I know you're a big Twilight fan, as you said. Do you want your vampires to sparkle?
Great question, Brock. Well, they wouldn't be sparkling because the trick-or-treating is happening at night.
that. It's happening at night, Brock.
Right.
Come on.
So if the sun is out, they should be sparkling. Yes, 100%.
Mhm.
I'm going to
Stephanie
shine
Meyer
a
and I would
UV,
agree.
So I'm going to shine a UV light on these vampires, and they'll either burn up or sparkle, depending on where they're from.
That's exactly right, Brock. That's science for you.
I like a classic vampire. I don't want a vampire that looks better in the sun. The sun should be denied to vampires, in fact.
I don't think that's nice.
That's sad.
The
I don't
sun
think
is so great.
vampires are nice.
We have a great story called Surf in Transylvania. Check
That's a
that
good one.
story out.
Mhm.
If you're a vampire lover like us, that's all.
Yes.
I love a classic vampire. I like a Dracula, not an Edward. I'm very sorry.
I don't care.
Yeah, whatever. They're all cool.
Fine. Well, cool vampires move on. Twilight vampires and princesses do not.
Goodbye.
Only cool vampires allowed.
Yeah. The cool vamp club, guys.
Yeah. Finally, we've got 2 Halloween classics. You see them all over every October. It's Witch versus Pumpkin.
Which?
Now, I think we all agree pumpkins are, they're adorable.
Adorable.
They're decorative. But what I understand from the way this has been going, witch is just the versatility. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Witch is
the
powerful.
versatility. Witch is powerful. And Witch has so much lore. There's just so much story around Witch. Like, Witch means so many different things in so many different contexts. So there's like so many, just like a lot of different stories. And there's also like I don't know, I think witches are kind of inherently feminist. Like, I think which I don't know if necessarily appeals to like all of the youth, but like to me, for sure. Me. Like, I think that's like, Witch is just such a cool archetype. It's an important character.
I think too, we grew up, we're in New England and we grew up here and New England has rich witch culture.
Rich witch culture.
So I think that's like, I think that's part of it. I have no idea how much other places, have that.
Yeah, maybe
same
there's
influence.
less of an awareness or,
yeah.
But I think that when you grow up here, there is a certain, there's like sort of a kindred spirit thing about witches, like,
and there's like in the architecture here, there's like in a classic New England style, whatever house, there's like witches' windows and they're like these sideways, like these weird windows at like strange angles on like tall, crooked houses. And they're like, oh, that's where like the witch would fly out of at night. But they're like part of like, it's like, it's so ingrained in all different things.
It's such a huge, I think, part of the history of. So Witch has it for me. It's such a, it means so much.
That makes sense. And when you say, so again, we're in New England, we're all about, I don't know, we're all very close to Salem where the witch trials were, and which now celebrates that, has big Halloween festivals, has a lot of witch, literally stores open full time all year that just have sort of witch paraphernalia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is, your crystals, your wands, your
ingredients,
all kinds of cool stuff. Anything you need for a spell.
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually even closer to where the actual witch trials were held, which is slightly more northern Massachusetts.
Do you know where it is?
Salem witch trials weren't in Salem. They were actually...
I know. I thought it was Danvers, though. I also think they were spread out.
It was Danvers, which is...
Nice job, Amanda.
Thank you. I worked in Salem for like a lot of years, and I remember things about witches there. Danvers also, if you look, Danvers has a lot of scary history, just like... there's just like so many like terrible things for like a long time has happened in Danvers, but like
spooky and ghosty,
scary stuff. Yeah, I don't like it.
And also spooky and ghosty. The town that I grew up in was where a lot of H.P. Lovecraft stuff was based on, and they said the Necronomicon was actually hidden in Haverhill for a while. Also, Rob Zombie's from there. So what more do you want?
What is the Necronomicon?
Necronomicon is a legendary. It's it's probably not real. Probably. But it's an ancient spell book / haunted book. And for a long time, this is very old, like New England college up here in Northern Mass. And they thought it was hidden in the basement somewhere. And that's still a legend that goes around.
It's just
college.
Cool.
And as a rare book collector, maybe I'll go and find it. And if I never write another story again, the book got me. So that's it. Witches moving on. Pumpkin, back to the patch.
Bye. You're getting carved.
Pumpkin, get carved. We need a jack-o'-lantern.
It's pumpkin pie time.
I'm more into the roasted pumpkin seeds, but
of course you are.
Witch, you going on, pumpkins? You got squashed.
Oh, good one.
Good one.
Final matchup. Here we go. It's the 2 juggernauts. We could have seen this coming. Vampire versus witch.
I really love it's rare that I feel like I really love a final 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Like where I'm happy with both. I still have, witch. It's witch for me.
It's witch. It's witch. I know.
It's witch for me. But I am pleased with this outcome.
Yes.
And I respect a vampire so much.
Yeah.
So much.
Yes. I also do. And I love a witch. And so witch is
all right, we're going to have witch as the winner, which means for our classic Halloween costume bracket, comes down to vampire and witch takes it all. And I think I got to agree. There's just so many different interesting witches you can go. If you're a boy, hey, don't feel left out. You're allowed to be a witch too. Or you can be a wizard, which is even more wonderful.
Warlock.
Ooh, warlocks are also cool. Warlocks, I'm a wizard man myself, but I can't say no to a warlock.
Please tag us in your Halloween costume pictures this year.
Yes.
Please.
I want to
see.
On Instagram specifically.
Please. Just tag us. Hide us in the bottom. We want to see.
Yeah, we'd love to see your costumes. Appreciate it. We got Witch is our winner, but we're interested in all the costumes you might have. They're all so good. And it just really, just depends on what you personally like. I was Aladdin for a couple years. I loved that. I was Batman.
Were you?
Yeah. You were really little. It's when I was little, so you were even younger.
Wow. I don't recall that happening. Were you?
I was Aladdin.
You were a Ninja Turtle, right?
Ninja Turtle. I was Batman. I was a zombie. I was a vampire, certainly. I was a vampire during Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I really enjoyed.
Another vampire costume. That is great.
I was a vampire too.
Lots of great stuff. What were a couple of your favorite costumes, guys? Just hit us real quick.
I was a panda bear. There's pictures of me as a small baby being a panda bear. I was Dorothy.
Is that because of Amanda Panda?
Yes, of course it was because of Amanda Panda.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, Amanda Panda was a panda bear. And then I was Dorothy, and then I was the Pillsbury Doughboy, which is that commercial.
That was a popular costume for a little while.
Yeah, and then I was a Christmas tree, and then I was...
Those are cool costumes.
Yeah. It was like a goth one year.
Cool.
Yeah. Neat.
I was a duck one year.
Oh, cute.
I was Dorothy. I know I was an angel as a little kid because I've seen a picture of it, but I don't remember it. I must have been Disney, at least a Disney princess at one point. I think I was Esmeralda once, which is so fun. When I was older, like a cat.
Yeah.
I was a contestant from Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Cool.
That was fun. I was a deer because remember when that cute deer makeup was circulating?
Yes, I feel like I remember seeing this from you too.
Yeah, that was fun. But actually, we don't really go out. I don't really do a costume because we don't really go anywhere. But this year, friends of ours are in a band and they're playing a little show on Halloween night right around the corner from our house. So we're going to go and we're going to dress up. And I was actually going to be a witch.
Yay!
Because I have the tulle skirt. I have the cool leggings. I'm like ready,
Awesome.
And I love a classic costume. But I kind of want Nathan, who is my husband, to be Beetlejuice, even though that's not like a couple's costume. I just think he could really pull it off.
Yeah, I think he could do.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
All right. Which is the winner? That's the end of our bracket. Thank you all so much for listening. I'm Brock Rackets, and this has been Talking Brackets.
Oh, wait. I have a Halloween song for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's HALLOWEEN. Spells Halloween. HALLOWEEN. Spells Halloween. That's the whole song.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Isn't it good?
Yeah.
That as a little kid, never forgot it. I think there is more to the song. Also.
The only Halloween song I remember learning in school goes, pick a pumpkin from the patch. And I think there's more, but I don't remember.
I was working in my lab.
Yeah.
Late one night,
Obviously.
and my eyes beheld
I remember more of mine.
sight.
Halloween means ghosts and goblins, something and big black bats.
All right, that's enough. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for listening.